Gina Barrett, a program director at the Consortium for Public Education. Today I'm here with Anissa Zambruno, a human resources business partner manager with UPS. Anissa, thank you for being here today.
Absolutely, Gina. Thank you for having me.
Sure. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and the company?
Absolutely, Gina. I actually grew the business here at UPS, and I started with UPS 31 years ago, unloading trucks for about a year. And then I went into part-time supervision. And then UPS actually paid for my education. So I finished my degree here while working at UPS and found an opportunity in human resources to kick off our education assistance program that we have. So I look forward to talking with you about our training and all the different roles because I'm a perfect living example. I grew the business here at UPS. So
that's a great segue. Can you tell us about some of the trainings that are provided when you get a job at UPS?
absolutely. So, it depends on which way you come in with the company. So like myself, I came in as an operator, right? Started out at the bottom, loading and unloading tractor trailers. You can also come in one of our functions, we call them, like industrial engineering, business development, marketing, plant engineering. There's there's all these different functions that support our actual operations. So you have the driving piece of it, loading the trucks, all the manual operations side of it, and then you also have all the supporting functions that help support UPS and all those operations, right? So depends on your path, really. And if you aren't sure what your path is, like I wasn't, I came in and UPS definitely guided me through all the training and everything that was necessary to kind of build myself and say, okay, this is the direction that I'd like to move in. I would like to go into a function in human resources and leave operations. Now, if I wanted to, I could come in and I could drive for UPS. So whether it is training, you go to school for, package car, which is non-CDL, it's a Class B license, or if you go to school with a Class CDL, UPS will put you through CDL school and pay for that. So, in case you would like to drive tractor trailer for us. So our CDL positions and our package driver positions and our inside manual positions, right? And of course, we have management. So you really need to decide, okay, do I want to come into management here with UPS and start out maybe as a part-time management person? We have all kinds of positions, flexible, working 2-3 days a week as a part-time management person, working 5 days a week as a part-time management. And then you kind of, grow the business from there and go into full-time or a manager like I did.
Can you tell us a little bit about what the training looks like?
Well, if you start out as a package handler, we'll start there at the bottom. You go through a week-long school in classroom training, and then you have 2 weeks of hands-on training with someone that's there with you, walking you through. There's a trainer that's assigned to you. And then if you decide to go out and drive, you'll go through a week-long school for driving, and then you go through another 2-week progression when you come back, and you have one-on-one training with a full-time management on-car supervisor that trains you in driving the small brown trucks that go around your neighborhood. And then if you decide from there you'd like to drive CDL, you would go through a 2-week school for CDL. UPS would help you get your permit, help you get your CDL, and then you would go through your 2-week school, and then you go through another 2-week progression. So you're almost looking at like a month when you're driving a CDL, or a month and a half of training that you'll get one-on-one in classroom training, and about 3 weeks for package car, the small brown trucks that go around your neighborhood, and you'll get about a week for that inside manual position when you first come into UPS. Now, if you decide to go to the management route, you're sent away to school for a week for part-time, 2 weeks for full-time, and then of course you have all that one-on-one training. The UPS has a ton of virtual training, and I think what's important for this group to know is something that you can help yourself with and prepare yourself would be soft skills for any corporation, not just UPS. Those soft skills are extremely important. The critical thinking, the problem solving, the team player, writing, leadership skills, your work ethic, those are all very important. So if if you're not quite sure what direction you want to go in, concentrate on those critical thinking skills and the training, and how can you master those critical thinking skills and your core soft skills.
So if you come into UPS as an entry-level position, you can basically, after you're there for a short time, start to inquire about different opportunities that you're interested in, or do you have to be chosen by someone else for them, or can you do that yourself?
So after 6 months to a year, depending on your position, you're able to start shopping, so to say, right? So on the market and see what UPS has to offer out there. So we typically like you to get comfortable in your current role for at least 6 months before you start to take a look in other avenues and master, your craft where you are, and then go from there. So, yeah.
Okay. What really makes someone a good fit for coming into UPS and maybe starting a career there and for these training opportunities?
I would say, and as I mentioned it before, those soft skills, it is so important, and I think often overlooked. When everyone's looking for guidance, in high school and grade school and college, to make sure that you hone in on your soft skills, and that you understand, what you can bring to the table when you can come into a corporation with no experience or into a position or job and have mastered those soft skills. It'll take you to an entirely different level. That's a great base for anyone to start out with. So whether you are just coming out of high school or college, whatever it may be, the soft skills are key. We talked about the problem solving, the writing, public speaking, those certain things. Everybody has their strong suit. Maybe you're a numbers person, or maybe you're a presentation person. Presentations were never for me, but I feel that if you were prepared, and the longer that you do that, of course, it makes it a little bit easier. So challenge yourself. I'd ask you to just stretch beyond your comfort zone, because growth is, the most important thing when you're looking for a career.
Well, Anissa, like you said, you're a living, breathing example of how successful you could be by starting at UPS and staying there throughout your career. Thank you for being with us today.
No problem. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate the time.